Bitcoin is in a critical pattern formation right now, which is going to decide the direction for the next period of time. How are we going to trade this? Which way could we be breaking out? I'm going to break that down a lot more, guys. Smash some likes. Do not forget to subscribe. If you want to trade like we are in our community, head over to our Telegram group. It's ijaz.uk/TG, where some of our community members are making insane trades and spot returns with their trades. Guys, check this out. Bitcoin here just cooling off a little bit, down 0.7. But what's more important, which I want to share with you guys, is the pattern we are forming on the 4-hourly chart. If I jump on over to the 4-hourly chart here, guys, let's tidy this up a little bit for you guys. You will see a pattern that is very, very important. This is an ascending triangle. Now, we need to remember that these typically can break to the upside, but they can break to the downside as well. We know it's a consolidation or continuation pattern. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, ijaz.uk/TA, we go through TA in detail. So if you find that you're lacking in your TA heading into this next bull run, do top up on your TA knowledge. It's in a structured curriculum. You can work through everything. Head and shoulders pattern, ascending triangles, doji candles, and all the indicators I use as well. If you take a look at the stats, what it says is that a breakout happens 63% of the time to the upside. So of course, this is just more than 50-50 here in terms of us moving to the upside. And if we were, the measured move can be measured as so. And even this is a conservative measured move here, by the way. But if I want to apply that, that brings us up into that 40,000 level. Now I'm going to show you why that level starts to become important. But first and foremost, we shouldn't be surprised at the move we just had on Bitcoin, right? If you've been following my content, you guys will know that I've said time and time again that once we clear the resistance, this is the resistance, right? When we fell down here all the way from 48, where were the clusters of resistance? There's a cluster here, right, which ranges from 37 all the way up here to 43. We're going to come against that now. Then you had a cluster here from 32 down towards 28. We fought that for a long period of time here. We got rejected again. Third time's a charm. We broke through. So now we're going to start to come up to the next cluster of resistance. And this is where things can slow down a little bit, / we need more momentum to break it through. These bits here where we dropped so quickly, they were easy to fill those gaps, right? And we did that. We filled those gaps quite quickly here on Bitcoin. And so what we now need to focus on is, can we break to the upside? Can this pattern here on the 4-hourly chart actually give us some upwards movement? So if you take a look at it, there's something else I want to show you guys. So if I zoom into this pattern here, and I'm going to just turn on the 50 exponential moving average, this is now a critical level. In the last 4-hourly candle here, you can see that it just came down to try retest. Okay, you can see that just trying to come down retest here on the 4-hourly chart. If we can bounce from here, this is going to be a very important sign, because not only are we going to bounce from there, but we're going to bounce from our EMA ribbon. And if we bounce from our EMA ribbon, that shows that the short term, the 4-hourly trend, is in our favor. Now, the reason that's important is if we can do that, it means we can start spending more time at the top side of the triangle and forcing a breakout. Remember, we've touched this line nearly 3 times here. Twice here got rejected, and this third attempt here up towards those levels and sent straight back down. So if we can muster the courage and muster the bullish strength here on Bitcoin to bounce from the 4-hourly EMA ribbon, we've got a good chance at the 4th attempt to at least try to force a breakout here and work our way towards that 40,000 level. It's not going to be easy, okay? It's not going to be easy to break out from here and head towards 40. Even at 40, there'll be a lot of psychological resistance up at those levels as well, because it's a very important level, 40,000. Now, if the opposite happens, if we lose our 4-hourly EMA ribbon, like we've done here, because remember, this is a sideways trend. We've lost the trend, regained the trend, lost the trend. It's a sideways trend right now. Nobody owned, the bulls or the bears do not own this 4-hourly trend right now. So they need to decide who's going to win this arm wrestle before we can decide on the next step. So if this comes to the downside, then expect this to be a breakdown. And if we break down, things can get really painful, guys. You're looking at the measured move of coming all the way down to the bottom of this wedge, back in that 33.5k, okay? 33.5 to 34,000 mark here on Bitcoin. So watch the short-term price action on here in the Telegram group, ijaz.uk/TG. I'll be letting my community know if I'm taking any trades. So if you want to know what type of trades I'm taking, make sure you're in our Telegram group. All to play for here on Bitcoin, right? Of course, we covered off the CZ drama yesterday, CZ stepping down. But this is what I tweeted earlier today. Who would have thought CZ steps down from Binance, pleads guilty, new CEO steps in, $4 billion Binance fine. increased outflows, more compliance required at Binance, which of course is going to lead certain people who are doing nefarious activities to take their money out of Binance and maybe go to things which are more decentralized, which incidentally is why Uniswap is doing really, really well. Our community made over 30% spot profits trading Uniswap, which is why you're going to want to be in our Telegram group as well. But that's an important thing to know, right? This despite all of this, Bitcoin doesn't give a poop. Right, the weekly candle is still green. This market, when you look at it, is insane. I just spent the last 5 minutes here talking to you about the 4-hourly chart. But what I really want to do whenever people start getting a little bit panicked is say, hang on, guys, can we just get reference point of where we're at and zoom out and just go, hang on, this is the daily chart. We're talking about this. We're talking about CZ and all that stuff that I just said going on. And yet Bitcoin just gone, forget it. I'm still just consolidating into my EMA ribbon. This EMA ribbon is so bullish right now here on this daily chart. There is no significant move here to the downside. So like I've reiterated a few times now, a pullback is healthy. And because this EMA ribbon is so extended now, a pullback can even be down to what I just shared with you guys. That 4-hourly chart pattern, the ascending triangle, can break down, can go all the way down to 33.3, which is where my cursor is right now. And this is just a pullback into the EMA ribbon. I'm not worried. I would nibble. I'd be happy to buy there. We're not losing the trend, not even on the daily chart. And so when I zoom out then further into the weekly chart, I go, hang on. We can have a couple of weeks off here and still be really, really good position here. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles here to the upside. We've got a bit of a red candle now here today. But the question is going to be, does it want to cool down? It can come all the way down here to 32. I'm not bothered, right? If it wants to even come down, touch the EMA ribbon, 30,000, 31,000 now, not bothered. I'll DCA. We still hold the trend here on the weekly timeframes and on the daily timeframes. Things are looking super, super strong. Another indicator which I teach at ijaz.uk/TA, which I really, really enjoy using, is the Bollinger Bands. And I just want to remind you guys of how important this is. Look at this Bollinger Band here, guys. When you're bearish on your Bollinger Band, you're spending time at the bottom of the Bollinger Band and you're in a downward trend. Look at this. We've not even lost our center line here on Bitcoin. It's riding on the center line. Here it kind of faked down below and then the next candle straight back above, right? Same on the 4-hourly trend. I want to show you this on the 4-hourly trend. This, what I was showing you earlier about having to bounce off that 50 moving average on the 4-hourly chart, it's the same thing for the Bollinger Band. We need to see this break here for us to spend more time at the top of the pattern, which if I zoom out, you guys will see the picture, right? The more time we spend at the top of the Bollinger Bands, the more likely we are to force this triangle to break out here to the upside, because the center of the Bollinger Band, this red line here, can act as support. So we can use that to bounce and push in towards the top of our triangle. That's what I'm watching out for here over the next 8 to 12 hours. Let me know in the comments, guys, how are you playing this market? Are you looking for areas to DCA? Are you actively trading? I'm doing both. I'm actively trading. I'm sharing my trades in the Telegram group, ijaz.uk/TG, for those who want to trade. In October, we had over 240% spot returns, guys. Spot. I don't do leverage. It's spot returns. Long only. I don't even short, and no need for futures and derivatives. All of that in October, 240% spot returns. And I'm DCAing as well, guys. If we do get meaningful pullbacks, if we do get the breakdown of that ascending triangle, if we get a pullback into that daily EMA ribbon, I'll be looking to add to my bags. I'm certainly not going to be adding this far extended from the EMA ribbon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you appreciate this type of content, smash up the likes. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.